Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about New Avengers issues 26, and then we're going to jump to issue 30, where basically we're going to get the origin story for the second Ronin who was on the New Avengers. The first iteration of that character was actually Echo. So without further ado, let's get into this. So issue 26 actually starts off with Hawkeye. He's back, he's alive. He actually had been killed by the Scarlet Witch, or the scenario that the Scarlet Witch had created during the Avengers Disassembled story arc. Seemingly he had been resurrected during the House of M, and he was totally aware that he had been killed. He was one of the few characters that within the context of the House of M knew that that reality was wrong. He also remembered that he had been killed by the Scarlet Witch. He actually tries to go back and take vengeance on her. He gets killed again. Now we're back into the 616 reality. Everything has been reset. The Scarlet Witch has uttered the words, "No more mutants." So Hawkeye's alive and he just doesn't know what to do next. He goes to the Avengers Mansion. It's pretty much in shambles. He leaves his Hawkeye costume behind, and he actually searches out for Doctor Strange. And we actually get a pretty interesting interaction between Clint and Strange, where Clint, understanding that there's magic involved, wants to understand what had happened to him. He's still dealing with the trauma of having been killed twice. He also wants to know what had happened to the Scarlet Witch, and the thing is that Doctor Strange tells him, look, don't hunt her down. No one knows what had happened to her, but don't go looking. Now, obviously, Clint does not follow this recommendation, and he's able to find Wanda. She's living in this town near Mount Wundagore. Now, it's not super clear if this is the real Wanda or like one of those robot copies created by Doctor Doom, because this was established further down the line in the Children's Crusade story arc. The thing is that Clint is very conflicted over the situation, having found her, seeing that she doesn't remember anything that had happened in her past life or even who she was. But what happens is Clint starts to feel a little bit of empathy for Wanda, feeling that she's like this very broken person, to the point that they start a romantic relationship very briefly. So what happens is Clint decides to leave her be, and he just goes back to the States. Then we jump to issue 30. We have Tony Stark and his official Avengers trying to hunt down the new Avengers, because this was during the superhero registration. So Iron Man's team has registered heroes and the new Avengers were unregistered, and their base of operations was in Doctor Strange's house. So Strange actually had put a spell on the house to make it look like it was abandoned. And Iron Man actually brings with him Brother Voodoo to see if he can crack this spell, but he can't. And we also get a couple of really good lines by Tony telling the new Avengers, like, he can't see anyone within the house, but he knows they're there. And he's like, guys, please just register. We can get you all on the Avengers and work together. I don't want to hunt you guys down. Like, it sounds really dumb the way I say it, but it's very well written. So we have had a change of setting. I hope it's less noisy here. But the thing is that I wanted to emphasize that these issues were written by Brian Michael Bendis. And for some reason, everyone likes to rag on Bendis, give him a lot of shit. But the thing is that he had some really solid runs, be it with Spider-Man or with the New Avengers or with the crossovers that he had worked on. Also some misfires, like I didn't like his X-Men run, and his Guardians of the Galaxy run didn't work for me. He's one of those very few writers that can do a street-level hero and do stories that don't involve as much action, and then go up to the scale of the Avengers and do stories that are like global threats and stuff like that. He's not too good with the cosmic stuff, though. Now, rereading this issue, it was super cool to see how he was planting the seeds for the Secret Invasion. Now, going back with Tony Stark, what's cool is that we get to see this contradiction and contrast with Tony himself. Not being flexible, wanting to oppose his will. While in private, we get this scenario where this is all just a facade. This is all kayfabe. He will protect them, but they have to get registered. And he really, really, really doesn't want them to force his hand. So what happens is Tony leaves. The unregistered Avengers are relieved over this whole situation. When out of nowhere, Clint Barton arrives, and the unregistered Avengers, the new ones, they don't understand what's going on. Clint is back. He wants to talk to Stephen Strange. He doesn't understand what happened to his home. Doctor Strange lifts the spell to see what's going on with Clint. The new Avengers are astounded with the fact that Hawkeye, well, he's not Hawkeye anymore, he's Clint. He's back from the dead. They don't know if he's an imposter. And I just realized that Bendis would play with this further down the line. Like, you don't know if he's the real deal, if he's a Skrull. Doctor Strange, in this scenario, actually vouches for Clint, tells the other Avengers, like, he's the real deal, he's not a spy. The thing is that the new Avengers have to go on this mission to Japan. They want to rescue Echo, who had gone deep undercover into investigating the Hand. She has gone MIA, and what happens is Clint is actually invited to join the team. Clint is like, look, I'm not Hawkeye anymore. That part of my life is dead. And the new Avengers, I'm not sure if it was Wolverine or Spider-Man, tell Clint, hey, look, we have this spare costume over there. It's Ronin. It's the one that Echo used to use. So the thing is that Clint is totally down in becoming a ninja. He joins the team. It's sort of weird because even though Clint Barton is a good fighter, and I guess he knows how to use a sword because he was an apprentice to swordsman, he by no means is on the level of characters like Iron Fist or Shang-Chi or Wolverine. The whole shtick of this character was that he knew how to use a bow and arrow, and he used trick arrows. I guess he would be really good with guns. So the thing is that the new Avengers travel to Japan. They confront the Hand. We get this whole battle. Echo seemingly has been brainwashed, and she stabs Doctor Strange. So just to summarize, the origin for Ronin 2 is very anticlimactic. Basically, we have a hero that had nothing better to do, and he picks up a costume that was just lying around and just appears literally for 3 panels in this comic book. So we're going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.